totally unaccountable and just be an enjoyer. Like sometimes a rich man's son, right? They've done nothing to deserve. In previous life, they obviously did something, but they're born with a silver spoon or a gold spoon in their mouth, and they know nothing but spending their father's fortune, and they seem to be protected by all the right people, etc. But of course, they can't be protected from the universal law of karma. So Ravan, he was unrestrictedly running rampage, just like if you go into Glasgow on a Saturday when Celtic and Rangers are playing, then they try to run rampage. And the police, they do their best to stay out of the way. No, that's not true. They actually are. They manage their best to keep things in check. So when the demigods were experiencing such great tribulation from Ravan, then they appealed to the Lord. Usually they'll go to Lord Brahman, they'll send him to the Milk Ocean, and he'll pray to Lord Vishnu, please advent yourself, because things are getting a bit out of hand and we can't cope with it. Just like sometimes the kids are fighting amongst each other, then maybe one of the sensible kids will go to the parents and say, these two they're each other's neck, can you come and sort them out? So the Lord comes and he appears Avajananta. Rules. They deride the Lord. They might see that he has some power, etc., but they don't recognize him as to be the Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadir Adi Govinda Sarva Karana Karnam. They don't see that he is the cause of all causes. And in Gita, Krishna says, Aham Sarvasya Prabhavo, I am the Lord of all spiritual and material worlds. When the Lord comes, then sometimes people mistake him to be an ordinary person, but the devotees, they don't see him like that. So I wanted to just read a very brief summary of Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 9, where you'll find the pastimes of Lord Ramachandra, chapters 8, 9, and 10. And there's a summary here of the 10th chapter in the 9th canto. This 10th chapter describes how Lord Ramachandra appeared in the dynasty of Maharaj Katvanga. It also describes the Lord's activities, telling how he killed Ravan and returned to Ayodhya, the capital of his kingdom. The son of Maharaj Katvanga was Dirghabahu, and his son was Raghu. The son of Raghu was Aja. The son of Aja was Dasarat, and the son of Dasharat was Lord Ramachandra, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. When the Lord descended into this world in his full quadruple expansion as Lord Ramachandra, Lakshman, Bharat, and Shatrughna, great sages like Valmiki, who were actually in knowledge of the absolute truth, described his transcendental pastimes. Srila Sukadeva Goswami describes these pastimes in brief. So in the Bhagavatam, Sukadeva Goswami is narrating these pastimes in brief because we have the full Ramayana if you want the full story with all the details. In Shastra, generally they won't say things twice, they'll just refer you to somewhere else. Like there was no need to speak about the whole Mahabharata in the Bhagavatam either. You can just get referred to the Mahabharata. Lord Ramachandra went with Vishwamitra and killed the Rakshasas like Maricha. After breaking the stout and strong bow, known as Haradanu, the Lord married Mother Sita and cut down the prestige of Parashuram. So Parashuram, he was previous incarnation who was there to cut down the pride of the overburden of Kshatriyas. Just like I was hearing just recently that America had 200,000 troops stationed somewhere, and when they decided to withdraw them, they've got now 200,000 unemployed people who have got nothing to do but stare at the four walls, and many of them get into trouble. So when you have so much burden of military, then especially when all they're doing is looking for excuses to fight, so people can make money on selling arms. And probably back in those days, they made money selling bows and arrows. But Parashuram, he his purpose was to reduce the pride of the Kshatriyas by annihilating them. And when he heard that Lord Ram was also another Kshatriya with great prowess, he thought, oh, here's another upstart, let me go and check him. So when he did meet with Lord Ram, he realized he was meeting with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Swayam Bhagavan, and he could not defeat him in battle. So at that point, Parasham realized, okay, my service here is finished. I'll go to the Himalayas and do meditation now. My purpose is over, now that the Lord has appeared. To obey the order of his father, he entered the forest, accompanied by Lakshman and Sita. There he cut off the nose of Surpanaka and killed the associates of Ravan, headed by Kar and Dushana. Ravan's kidnapping of Sita Devi was the beginning of this demon's misfortune. So this is a good note, that if someone insults a chaste woman, then they're actually paving the way for their own disaster. When Maricha assumed the form of golden deer, Lord Ramachandra went to bring the deer to please Sita Devi. But in the meantime, Ravan took advantage of the Lord's absence. When Sita Devi was kidnapped, Lord Ramachandra, accompanied by Lakshman, Sugriva. Yeah, so the meeting with Jatayu witnessed this. Or the account of how Ravan kidnapped Sita Devi. And then the Vanaras. Does anyone know what a Vanara is? Yeah, the forest dwellers, because Vana means forest, right? So those living beings who lived in the forest, generally they're described as monkeys, but sometimes they're also depicted as bears or something in between. So it's quite often in Vedic terms or in Vedic understanding, then there's not really an English counterpart, so they're given a description, just like we were talking this morning. There's no real counterpart for the word avatar, so we use the word incarnation. But incarnation means to incarnate into the flesh, right? To be incarnate. But so people can understand it, then we describe it as such. After organizing the military strength for the monkeys and going with them to the shore of the sea, the Lord awaited the arrival of Samudra, the ocean personified. So because everything is personified, even we see in like Scottish or other indigenous spiritual beliefs, they consider rivers, mountains, and things to be personified. So this is an example here of how that is natural, that we see there's a personification because we see that someone's in control. Only impersonal aspect, impersonal consciousness makes us think that there's no person in control. So just like Isaac Newton had created the planetarium model of the solar system, he did this particularly to convince his assistant, who was an atheist. So he made this wonderful solar system, the correct sizes and distances and proportions. And his assistant came in and said, oh, this is a wonderful model of the solar system. Who made it? He says, nobody. It was just there. I got up in the morning, it was there. He said, oh, don't be silly, obviously somebody made this. Everything's perfectly aligned and that. So he said, no, it just happened. Maybe there was some big explosion and it just happened. So then he insisted, somebody made this. It was you, wasn't it? He says, yes, it was me. He says, but you insist that there's no creator behind the actual solar system. Frightened him that day. Even though he did name the law of gravity after himself, which is actually Krishna's law of gravity, not Newton's law of gravity. So Samudra didn't come before the Lord, who is the master of Samudra, and so Lord Ramachandra became angry. So when he became angry, Then Samudra realized who he was dealing with, and he came to the Lord with great haste and surrendered to him, wanting to help him in every way. The Lord then attempted to build the bridge, which is going from India to Sri Lanka, and we see that the stones are still under the surface and some of them are above the surface. This can be seen from outer space. They call it Adam's Bridge because Adam in the Christian faith was like the original human being. So this kind of indicates that this is like prehistorical, way before then. But it's interesting how they give it a tribute to an old living being. So typically they say that what is news today, or whatever happens today, becomes news, then it becomes history, and then legend, and then myth. So just like someone in years to come might say, oh, Krunabhav and Les Mehigo, there was no such temple, it was just somebody made the story up, you know. But actually we're here believing it. So we shouldn't just accept that these wonderful pastimes, these leelas from the Ramayana, Mahabharata, etc., we shouldn't think these are just mythological with a moral story. They're actually enacted pastimes. The Lord has his eternal pastimes, Nitya Leela, in the Vaikuntha. And sometimes to attract the living entities back to him, then he'll come to the material world, Avajananta Mamuta. Those who are materialists, they don't see it, but those who are devotees, then they'll see these pastimes and become attracted. And by that Sangha, then they go back to Vaikuntha also. So we become purified. Jesi Sangha Vesi Ranga, isn't it? If we associate with it, we become like that. So when we associate with the pure, Vitaragabhaya Krodha, become free from attachment, fear, and anger, Manmaya Mam Upashitaha, being purified by knowledge of me, Putam Bhavam Agata, then surely they will come to me. So this is the Lord comes to reclaim the pious Pranutanaya Sadhunam, as we said earlier on. So we'll just finish up in a second here. So with this ocean, then the Lord and his associates, they came and attacked the capital Lanka, and this he was given advice by Vibhishan. Vibhishan is Ravan's brother. So although Vibhishan, this is a very important lesson. Although Vibhishan was born in the Asura race, then he was actually by nature Sura, which brings us to the verse in Bhagavad Gita, Chaturmaya, Chatuvarnamaya Shishtam Guna Karma Vibhagasaha. The four spiritual and social orders are contained by the so he did it himself, which is a great honor, being killed by the Lord. When the Lord does something, he's always the eternal well-wisher, Suridam Sarvabhutanam. He's eternal well-wisher of all living entities. So whether it appears that he's embracing someone or killing them, they get liberation. He's always bringing auspiciousness, Sarvamangala. He's always auspicious to the living entities. Then Lord Ramachandra personally killed Ravan. Mandodari and other wives lamented for Ravan, and in accordance with Lord Ramachandra's order, Vibhishan performed the funeral ceremonies for all the dead in the family. Lord Ramachandra then gave Vibhishan the right to rule Lanka and also granted him a long duration of life. The Lord delivered Sita Devi from the Ashok forest and carried her in a flower airplane to his capital Ayodhya, which is when we get which festival? When they land. Young scholar. near the valley. Just like when you arrive at Glasgow or Edinburgh Airport at night, you see the ramp when you arrive. He was received by his brother, and he was on the people that Lord, turning back for you. And before we do that, if you haven't seen what the program of today was, some music printed up. Some of you have programs, you can make sure they're happening in time. So I'll just run through it roughly. So, this one here is the Kirtan, and next is supposed to be Sarsan and Advent. There's a thing. And you can go into the listers here. So in a couple of minutes, and then she'll give a talk on the pastimes of Lord Ram. And then there'll be a dance by some of the youngest devotees here, Vrinda, Saki, and Krishita, to the song Meri Chokat Pe. What does Meri Chokat Pe mean? What does it mean? The song?
We are welcoming Ram.
Okay.
He has come to our
I see.
home.
On the door, right. Swagatam at the doorway.
Yeah.
So that'll be very nice. That'll be after Nitya's talk. And then after that dance, Aliptavani Mataji will be giving a talk on the glories of Lord Rama and the Ramayana Balakand in brief. We asked her to give a talk, and she put together a talk which would last about 3 hours. So we said you're going to have to just summarize it a little bit, which leads us to the fact that there'll probably be about 3 weeks in a row where we'll be doing this, or maybe we'll have a half-day seminar on this. And these pastimes of Lord Ram are so wonderful, actually, they're very attractive. And then there'll be Abhishek of the Lord Ram Shalagram. So in the center of the altar, just between Gornitai, we have a big Shalagram here today. It's Lord Ramachandra, and he's normally worshipped by Gandaki Prabhu, so we'll be doing a little Abhishek there. The Lord is very pleased with this, just like, you know, if it gets too hot sometime, or you feel tired and you take a bath, you feel very refreshed. So one way to worship the Shalagram is by Kirtan, Gangajal, and Tulsi, and Abhishek. And then Adhoksha Prabhu will give a talk on Lord Ram, the real hero. And then Chaturya will give a song, Meri Gar Rama Aaye, which means? Okay. Another song to invite Lord Ram. And then a dance by Pranati and Vaidehi, Atmaram, dance by Avani and Arohi to the song Ram Siya Ram, and then Kirtan and Arti, and then Prasad. Okay, so please stick with us the whole day if you can. Get the blessings of Lord Ram and take the opportunity to absorb this Ram Kata, this Krishna consciousness, spiritual sound vibration. Shri Ramachandra Bhagavan ki, Shri Shri Kontama Pishacha ki, Shri Prabhupada ki, Skon Guru Vinda ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande.
No, I'll sit down.
You sit.
I'll sit down like
Oh, it's here.
on a basket.
That's fine.
Yes. Hare Krishna. Today I will be giving talk on pastimes of Lord Rama. In particular, I'm going to be talking about how the Lord visits Guha during his exile. So when Lord Rama left Ayodhya and Sumantra redirected the chariot to Ayodhya and led the Ayodhyawasis back into Ayodhya, Lord Rama moved on, crossed the river, and he met up with a devotee called Guha. So Guha was a tribal leader, and he was very scary looking. Like he was wearing deer skin, tiger skin, animal remains, and everything. But when he was talking, it felt like they were talking to a demigod or something like that. And Lakshmana had a really, had a really bad feeling about him because he was very scary looking, and he had bows and arrows to defend themselves from animals and everything. Lakshmana was very insecure because Lakshmana's main life of the goal of the life, main goal of the life is to protect Lord Rama and Sita and help do their service. So Lakshmana was very doubting him, and Guha was very doubting Lakshmana because when Lord Rama and Sita used to sleep, Lakshmana used to guard them without sleeping. So Guha thought that he was a spy from Ayodhya to ensure that Lord Rama and Lakshmana don't go back there. So they used to doubt each other, but when they used to talk and talk to each other, and they're like, no, we don't doubt each other. Like, you know, in real life, like we don't like the person right beside us, but we have to um, cooperate. But the main goal was to ensure the security of Lord Rama. Like for us devotees, we fight amongst each other because we want something like this, but they want something like that. But then if some devotee comes and asks them why are you fighting, then they will say it's for we want this for the pleasure of Shri Kodanita and Mahaprabhu Shashi. So they both want the pleasure of the Lord, so they're always fighting. But then if you're fighting, the Lord will have no pleasure. You have to get along, not fight, and then the Lord will be happy. Okay. When Lord Rama's stay was over, he asked Guha to bring latex. It's basically a tree sap that type of thing, which makes your hair look like matted locks. You know, like sh- Mahadev. You know, when he has Ganga in his hair, he has matted locks. So Lord Rama said, since I am in a sadhu vesh, sage vesh, like sadhu attire, I need to look like a sadhu because the beautiful hair won't suit me as a sadhu. So Lord Rama ordered him to get latex, and Guha with with sadness he ordered his people to bring latex to the Lord. So when the Lord had his hair into matted locks, he Guha ordered a boatman called Kevat to take the Lord across the river. So Kevat, when Guha said, "You can go and sit," Kevat said, "No, wait, stop there." And then Guha was very shocked. He became so angry that he almost had his sword out. But then the Lord stopped him and asked Kevat why. Kevat said, "You seem something special. I've heard that you touched a stone and you turned it into a woman. What if you turned my boat into a woman? I can't run my family business like that. I need money. What if my boat turns into a woman? I don't want that." Then the Lord said, "Okay, what do you want me to do?" The Kevat said, "Then let me wash your feet." So Kevat started washing his feet, like kept washing the Lord's feet, like left and right and then right, then left again and again. And he kept looking up at Sita Mata as if he was like making fun of her, like, see, I'm washing the Lord's feet and everything. Because when Vishnu, when Lakshmi Devi was doing the service of Lord Vishnu, there was a tortoise who kept coming towards the Lord's feet to take darshan charnamrit. But then Lakshmi Maya used to do, no, go away, he's sleeping. And then he never got the charnamrita. So right now that the turtle is Kevat, and Ram and Sita are Lakshmi Narayan. And then Kevat, the turtle, is saying, see, I'm touching the Lord's feet, and you can't do anything about it, like anything at all. And then when they got into the boat, Kevat was like, when they reached to the shore, Kevat said, I don't want anything, my lord. All I want you to do is take me across the ocean of birth and death. The Lord said, no, I will do that, but no, you have to take something. Then Sita Mata gave the ring to a ring to him. But then when Sita Mata went ahead with Lakshman, Kevat took the ring and gave it back to Lord Rama. He said, this might help you in the future journey. So when Lord Rama and Lakshmana went ahead, Lakshmana made this beautiful cottage, and then Sita Mata and Ramji, they stopped at a river. I forgot the river's name, but it's a part of the Ganga River. Does anybody knows any of the names of the Ganga rivers? Like when they turn from the actual river and go somewhere else. Oh, no, I don't think so. But there's this river in Dandakavan. When Lord Rama touches, gets into the river has waves of joy, like splashing everywhere, and everything's getting wet. Because she's like, I came from the Lord's feet, and now I'm reuniting with them again. And she was leaping with joy in the waves. Then Lord Rama and Sita were having, like, we're talking, and Lakshmana was guarding. So no, 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 I forgot his name. I do remember it. It was on the tip of the tongue, but I can't remember it now. Okay, and Lord Rama and Sita were talking philosophical things. Lord Rama and Sita talk a lot of philosophical things, but this is one of them. So Sita Maya said that, see this river, our life is like a river, but the the river stays the same, but the water flows. Say same, like just like us, we stay the same, but our desires come and go again and again. You have got sukha, happiness. You have got sadness coming and going, just like the river's water. But the river stays the same, very firm. So we should not also, just flow in the sadness, just flow in the happiness. Like, no. And then Sita Maya and Lord Rama proceeded further into the forest, and Lakshmana built another cottage. See, Lakshmana never complained about building cottages, beds for Lord Rama. He would just go quietly anywhere. Like, if somebody tells us to pick something up and put it there, we put it there. But then if they ask us to move it again, we get quite agitated because we just moved that over there. What do you want us to do? Do you just want us to carry it all day or something? We always get agitated very quickly, right? So, but Lakshmana isn't like that. We should learn from Lakshmana that seva is a really, really valuable thing, and you should never waste it. Even if you have no seva, just find something. So, like, if somebody doesn't has done all the seva, take the pots from the garden, start painting them, or maybe start water the plants, plant new plants, buy new stuff for the temple, get some flowers, make new garlands to decorate the temple's entrance. We just sit idle and just look at everyone doing the seva and not even ask. Like, I'm very small, Prabhuji, I can't do any seva. And we just sit down. It's not like that. We shouldn't do like that. Then, and Lakshmana used to build these beds with leaves. So usually leaves have this soft bit in the middle and the sharp bits at the corner and the sides. So Lakshmana used to fold the leaves and make the beds like that. So he used to sew everything with pine needle or something like that, and he used to make very soft beds. And he used to be very alert. He never slept, he never ate, and he was always on guard. He had his sword all the time, and he had his bow, he had his arrow. And now in Ayodhya, everybody's really sad, like really sad, when when they found that the Lord Rama wasn't in Ayodhya. They were outside their houses lamenting. Nobody cared about who. They didn't even care about themselves. They couldn't remember to eat. They couldn't remember to sleep. They couldn't remember to um, do farming. Nobody remembered to do any of the jobs because they were lamenting about Lord Rama leaving them. So when Bharata came back with Sumantra, he was like, why are all the houses looking like as if they're crematories? Why are they looking like as if they belong to monsters, ghosts, and everything? And Sumantra said, I'll explain to you when you get to the palace. So when they got to the palace, he met Kaikeyi, he met Sumitra, he met Kaushalya. When he went to meet Ram and his father, Kaikeyi said that your father died because Lord Rama left to the forest and now you're the king. You should be happy. Bharata said, you wretched woman, how dare you say I should be happy? My brother is there in exile. My dad is dead because of you. I am even ashamed to call you my mother. In the future, no one shall name their child Kaikeyi. So Kaikeyi was really sad and she regretted her decision. Bharata was very angry with Mantra, so he threw her into the dungeons. And Bharata left for looking for Lord Rama. On the way, he met Guha, and Guha started preparing his troops for army because he thought that now Bharata wanted Lord Rama to go to exile, and now he wants him to die. No way, I'm not gonna let that happen. He has to fight me first. So when Bharata met Guha, he explained his worries, he explained his plan, and Guha said, I will also come with you. I will also help you get Lord Rama back. And then Bharata said, okay. Oh, and Guha also told Bharata some of the topics that he and Lord Rama discussed. Like when Lord Rama was leaving, he told Guha that you are my fourth brother now. From now on, I'll tell everyone that we are 5 brothers. So Lord Rama doesn't care about their status. Like, we are the ones who care about people's status. Are they like really low status, very high status? We're the ones who care about it. But Lord Rama says anyone can do the seva. So I think I should wrap up there. Hare Krishna.
Thanks very much, Nitya. Actually, we would love to hear more, but unfortunately, because of the time constraints, we have to go to the next one. But it was very nice. There's lots of takeaways there. Thank you. The kids are going to dance. I think we will better move these stuff so that you can dance here, if that's okay. Just a second.
मेरी चौखट पे चल के आज चारों धाम आए हैं। बजाओ ढोल स्वागत में, मेरे घर राम आए हैं। कथा शबरी की जैसे जुड़ गई मेरी कहानी से। न रोको आज धोने दो चरण आँखों के पानी से। बहुत खुश हैं मेरे आंसू के प्रभु के काम आए हैं। बजाओ ढोल स्वागत में, मेरे घर राम आए हैं।
Thanks, kids. That was Saki, Vrinda, and Krishita. It was very nice. Yeah, future dancers. I would like to call upon Aliptavani for. It's actually the glories of Lord Rama and also Balakanda, but it looks like it's much more. She's going to take us through the slides now. Yeah, thank you.
Just a couple of announcements before Liptavani starts her epic Ramayan. One thing is that Rajasthan family have made, I know there's a prasad feast for tonight, but there's some prasad available for sale. They're fundraising for the temple, and they've made some samosa, pizza, cannoli, and cupcakes. So if anybody has already broken their fast and they're not planning to stay hungry until the feast, or you want to take something home, then there's some nice prasad for sale in the prasad hall. And all the proceeds go towards the temple maintenance. And also just wanted to mention that Prima Rita's father, so I just wanted to ask everybody if they could say some prayers for Prima Rita's father, who was involved in an automobile accident. He's a disciple of Lokanath Maharaj, and he's in intensive care at the moment. So we can pray to Lord Ramachandra for his well-being. And his name is Rupa Sanatan Das. Okay, Shri Ramachandra Bhagavan ki.
No, I'm fine. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Welcome everyone to the wonderful festival today, Sri Rama Navami, appearance day of Lord Ramchandra. I thank the temple team for giving me this wonderful opportunity to serve the lordships. So because the time is limited, I thought I will just go like a brief outline of the Balakanda, which is the childhood pastimes of Lord Ram. Before I talk, I just thought I will share this book. Like there's a book table shop outside. You can grab a copy of Ramayana today. It has all the 7 cantos here, and it's a very concise version. But it's not like an imaginary version. It's a very faithful to the original. More than 1 million copies sold. And it's available in 10 languages. If you're looking for a specific language like Tamil or Telugu or Kannada, Gujarati, Hindi, it's available. If it's run out of stock, you can place us the order. We can get you in the future weeks. So today's talk is going to be based on the Sri Nama Ramayana, which is the verses written by a Vaishnava devotee who is glorifying the Lord's names. There is 108 names, and it's based on the 7 cantos of Valmiki Ramayana. And most of you here may be from Indian background. You might know all most of the pastimes, but we will keep it in brief. Just we'll focus on Balakanda today, and maybe in future weeks we can take up the other kandas to go through the pastimes. Today, so we will see the childhood, the birth, the youth pastime, and the marriage ceremony of Lord Ram. All these pictures are not taken from Google. It's actually a wonderful painting done by a devotee. I don't know the name of the devotee, but it's very beautiful. They have done it with, we can see how beautiful each and every picture is. It's really done with love and devotion. We can see that there. So these verses are from Nama Ramayana. If you Google like KK songs Nama Ramayana, it will appear. So it's a very, very beautiful and wonderful songs, like which glorifies the Lord Ram's attributes, qualities, and it also gives like the 108 names of Lord Ram. So it starts like this: Shuddha Brahma Paratpara Rama. So that means Shuddha means pure, and Brahma means he's absolute truth, and Paratpara means he's like better than the best. Actually, Ravana thought he's the best, but Lord, he's better than the best. So he's higher than the highest. So Ram, who is the pure Brahman, the super soul. And if you go to YouTube, this song is sung by many, ISKCON devotees. It's very beautiful, very purifying to recite this song with a nice tune. If you're good in singing, you can sing in front of the lordships. Yeah, Kalatmaka Parameshwara Rama, Kalatmaka. So Kala means, we all know it's time. So it can also be said like different meanings, different places, like it can be called as destiny. So Lord Ram is ordinal of time, and Ishvara means controller, Parameshwara means Lord is a supreme controller. So each one of us in our daily life, we may be controlling somebody, the husband controlling the wife, the parents are controlling the children, but Lord, a supreme Lord, is somebody who controls everybody, but nobody can control the supreme Lord. He is supreme controller. So that is O Ram, who is the supreme Lord, forming the nature of eternal time. And then we can see this beautiful picture of Lord Vishnu, like he's lying on the bed of Anantashesh, and you can see Shuka Nidrita. Shuka means happiness, and Nidrita means he's happily and peacefully sleeping, and Mother Lakshmi is massaging his lotus feet. And also we can see Brahmaji, in the picture. So this is this verse explains who Ram, who sleeps peacefully on the bed of Anantashesha, and then Brahma Dhyamara Prarthita Rama. So here Brahma, who is like the headed by the demigods, like he's going and requesting Vishnu to come down, descend to the earth. It's time to come down to kill the demon Ravana. So Brahma, Amara means Mara means death, Amara means deathless. So the demigods always think they are they are not prone to death, but actually, to be honest, the demigods also go through the birth, death, old, the cycle of which we are going through. But the Supreme Lord doesn't go through that. So, O Ram, who is worshipped or desired by the demigods like Brahma. And then Chanda Kirana Kula Mandana Rama. So Chanda means, we normally think it's basically moon, but here in this song, it's Chanda means sun. Sun means very hot and terrible, and Kirana means the rays. So Kula means dynasty. So Lord Ram appeared in the Surya, dynasty, and who is adornment of the Solar dynasty, and he is Srimad Dashratha Nandana Rama. He is the son of the Raj Rishi king, who is the Dashratha of king of Ayodhya, who is the son and delight of prosperous Dashratha. Kaushalya Shuka Vardhana Rama. So Lord Ram gave a very, he brought joy, he brought great happiness and great pleasure to Mother Kaushalya. So, and then we can see this one is Vishwamitra Priyadana Rama. So he's very, very dear to Vishwamitra. So now the birth is over. Now Lord Ram has grown up, and he's now going to go away from the home, from the family. So where he is going to go and why? Because Vishwamitra comes and takes Lord Ram to help him, because Vishwamitra conducts many yajnas, and when he does this yajna, there will be many disturbances caused by these demons, Gata, Tataka, yeah, Tataka. So so they pour some blood and very polluted things to disrupt the sage yajna. So in order to stop, actually Vishwamitra is very powerful. He can just finish them off, but still he comes and requests Dashrath Maharaj to send Lord Ram and Lakshman with them. So that's the reason Vishwamitra is taking Lord Ram away from the family. So it's very dear to sage Vishwamitra. Vishwamitra is the one who trained Lord Ram and Lakshmanan in this archery. He gave the complete training because he knew he got the celestial weapons from Lord Shiva. So Vishwamitra knew how to train, Lord Ram. And then this is like Gora Tataka Gataka Rama. So which means like the very first demon killed by Lord Ram and Krishna is a woman. And so Lord Ram killed this Tataka. She was very, very powerful and very strong, but Lord destroyed her. Initially, he thought she's a woman, not to hurt or something, but then later he had to finish her off, so he destroyed the demoness. O Rama, who's a slayer of the dreadful Tataka. And Marichadi Nipataka Rama. Again, the deer may not be seen very nicely. The head is gone, but you can see the Maricha, the golden deer, who tried to, attract Mother Sita, the demon who came in the form of golden deer. And Lord Ram shoot an arrow, but he didn't kill the Maricha in the pastime immediately. He shoot an arrow, and then I think the Maricha flew like 100 yojanas up in the sky and fell in the ocean. It is said in one of the lectures I heard, Lord Ram shot the arrow in somewhere near Ayodhya, and the Maricha demon went and fell in the southwest, like Kerala side in India. So that was a power of our Supreme Lord's, the hit. So who made Maricha and other fall down. He caused the downfall of demon Maricha. And then Kaushika. Kaushika is another name of Vishwamitra Muni. And Samrakshaka means he was Lord Ram was a protector of the yajnas conducted by Vishwamitra. O Rama, who is a protector of the yajnas of sage Kaushika, Vishwamitra. And then we can see this wonderful devotee. She is Ahalya. And this is not in Valmiki Ramayana. Actually, this is maybe in Ramcharitmanas, but in Valmiki Ramayana there is no Ahalya pastime. So Srimad Ahalyo Dwaraka Rama. So he delivered, actually there is a story behind this. She was cursed to become a stone, and Lord Ram is liberating her, because of which Agalya's husband Gautama Muni is very pleased, and he is Gautama Muni Sampujita Rama, because he got his wife back. Gautama Muni is honoring, Lord Ram. And Sura Muni Varagana Samsuta Rama. Not only Gautama Muni, all the best of the demigods and the sages are also, worshipping Lord Ram. They are praising the power, the glories of Lord Ram. And I think our Nitya was talking about this pastime. Navika Dhavipta Mridupada Rama. Mridu means very soft lotus feet. Lord Ram's feet is very soft. Mridu means soft. So actually, Lord Ram, when he enters the boat, he purified, the boat and the boatman with his very soft feet. And Mithilapura Janak Mohaka Karama. So why are they going in the boat? They are traveling from Ayodhya to Mithila because Janak Maharaj is conducting a ceremony. And Mithilapura Janaka Mohakarama means he's enchanting the minds of all the citizens of Mithila, and particularly the young women get attracted by seeing Lord's beauty. And but only Mother Sita is, getting Lord Ram as her husband, but the other girls and even some sages in Dandakaranya forest or praying to become the wives of Lord Ram, but however, it doesn't happen in Treta Yuga. So Lord Ram says, I'll come again in the next Yuga, and he appears as Krishna and have them as 16,108 queens. So he's Ekapatni Vrata, so he's just having one wife. And Videha Manasa Ranjaka Rama, so he pleased the mind of Janak Maharaj by, the task given for the princes who all came from different kingdoms was to string the bow, and whoever strings the bow will get, and Janak Maharaj will give her beautiful daughter as his wife. But only Lord Ram was able to accomplish this task because of his opulent, the power, the strength he had, 100% strength. So this is a very beautiful pastime, but we can't discuss everything now because of short of time. O Ram, who pleased the mind of King Janaka, and Trayambaka Karambukha Anjaka Rama. So Trayambaka means Lord Shiva. It's in Maharashtra, there is a special temple for this Lord Shiva. And Karambuka means the bow. So this is actually the bow of Lord Shiva, which was broken. Lord Ram took it in the middle, in the left hand, and with the force he broke it. So that's the pastime. O Ram, who broke the bow of the three-eyed Shiva. And then he's wedding, capturing the hands of Mother Sita. Sitarpita Vara Malika Rama. Vara means there are two meanings. One is a husband and other is good. So she's offering the flower garland. Mala means garland. And Kritvai Vahi Kautuka Rama. So this is just the Lord Ram, who completed the ceremony of marriage. And this is another pastime which Prana Prabhuji was mentioning earlier. Bhargava Darpa Vinashaka Rama. Bhargava means Parashuram, another name of Parashuram. And Vinashaka means he's destroying the Darpa. Darpa means, we have seen this in chapter 16 of Bhagavad Gita. The demoniac quality, one of the demoniac quality is arrogance, pride, right? So Lord Ram is destroying the pride of Parashuram. Sorry. So because he's actually challenging Lord Ram to break another bow, which is gifted by Vishnu. So initially the bow broke by Lord Ram was Lord Shiva's, and then later again Parashuram had from the dynasty they had a gift of Vishnu's bow. So he wanted to challenge Lord Ram and see whether he can do that, and Lord Ram did, because he's a supreme personality of Godhead, and he did that. So with that he destroyed the arrogance of Parashuram, and Parashuram went to Mount Mahendra, and still he's meditating. It's told that he's still meditating. And finally, Srimad Ayodhya Palakarama. So he is the protector of Ayodhya along with Sita. It's actually a very beautiful song, but I'm not good at singing. But when you have time, you can go and see in YouTube Ramayana. It's very beautiful. You can chant. So now I'll quickly take you through a Manasa Yatra. Like we'll go from Ayodhya to Sri Lanka. If time permits, we will go to Sri Lanka. Otherwise, we have to stop because there's Abhishek going to happen. So we will see how far we can go. So initially, Ayodhya is we all know, birthplace of Lord Ram. And this is the Dashrath Mahal this is palace of King Dashrath. And then this is Sarayu River. On the banks of Sarayu River is the Koshala, the land of Koshala. If you are from North background, you might know all this, or you might have been to these places. If you have not been, then I thought I'll take you through these pictures. So holy bathing ghat on the bank of River Sarayu. Anybody know which palace is this? Anybody from North Indian side, you might know this. It's another palace gifted by one of the queens to Mother Sita. It's Kanak Mahal. This is Kanak Mahal and Kanak Bhavan, and this was gifted for wedding, for Mother Sita. And this is a beautiful deities of Lord Ram Sita in that Kanak Bhavan. And some of you might have been here. This is also very famous, Janaki Mandir in Janakpur, Nepal. This is the site of Janak Maharaja's palace. And then this is all like Balakanda. And then I'm just moving now to the Ayodhya Kanda, where Lord Ram was exiled to the forest. So the previous one, Ayodhya, is in Uttar Pradesh. Now we are seeing Chitrakoot, going to see some holy dham in Chitrakoot, which is in Madhya Pradesh. Very famous river, Mandakini River. So there are some few pastimes associated with it. So one of them is Lord Narsinghadev. After he killed the demon Hiranyakashipu, his hands were full of blood and he wanted to wash his hands. So he invoked this river, Mandakini River. It's in Ahobilam. It said Lord Narsinghadev invoked this river and then he washed his hands. And this pastime, it said that sage, so one of the Sati, Anasuya, so she invoked this river to descend to the earth because she was very chaste devotee, and there was a drought. Like for 10 years there was no rain, and the land became very dry. People were suffering, and then because of her tapasya, she invoked this river, Mandakini River. This is very famous one, and this is the primary deity in Chitrakoot, Sri Kamnath. And then this is called Bharat Milap. So this is where Bharat Maharaj, he went, he came to know about how Kaikeyi was very cunning, and she made Lord Ram to go to forest, and she wanted Bharat to rule. When Bharat came to know this, his heart was broken. He went to plead, to Lord Ram to come back and return to the throne of Ayodhya, but Lord Ram refused anyway. So this is a place it's said that Bharat went and pleaded. And then this is a well called Bharat Koop. Okay, this is a holy tirtham. It's said that when Bharat went to meet Lord Ram, he gathered a few holy rivers water to honor Lord Ram. But however, because he rejected, based on Atri Muni's advice, he poured the water into this well. And this is really the Padukas, Sri Ram's Padukas at Nandigram. Nandigram, it's this is a place where Lord, Bharat Maharaj was ruling. Just he stayed outside. He didn't want to enjoy the kingdom in his elder brother's absence. So he stayed in this Nandigram outside, and he worshipped Lord Ram's Padukas. And this is all still there. So if you visit these places, you can take a look at them. So, and this is Janaki Kund. It's again in Chitrakoot, where Mother, Sita takes bath. And this is Godavari River, secret Gupt Godavari in Nashik. It's said that Godavari River wanted to take darshan of Supreme Lord Rama. So she secretly appeared here and she wanted to worship Lord Ram. This is in Maharashtra, and this is Panchavati. There's 5 banyan trees, it's said. I'm not sure if it's all or 5 banyan trees. Some places it was mentioning like one of them is a fig tree and, different. But I'm completely not sure. But there are 5 trees which it's said that underneath these trees, It is in a round circular fashion, and Lord Ram, Lakshman, and Sita had stayed some time under these trees during their exile. And this is another beautiful pastime where you can see Lakshman and Bharat hugging, embracing each other. So Hanuman gave the news of Ram's return to Bharat here. It is again in Chitrakoot. And this is Mother Sita's kitchen. This is where she cooks for Lord Ram, Sita Sarovi. And then we are now going to Telangana, like Godavari, for Bhadrachalam. We are just going a little bit south now. So this is Lord Ram's hut, Parnashala, Bhadrachalam. This is where Lord Ram and Sita stayed. And this is a river where Lord Ram used to take bath, Godavari River. And this is Ramakund, Godavari Ghat, where Ram used to bath. And now we are going to Kishkinta, the great pure devotee of Lord Ram, Hanuman's birthplace. And this is Hampi in Karnataka, Rishyamukha Parvat. This is where Wali was cursed not to enter. He cannot enter here. So Sugriva and the Vanaras were all staying in here. Sugriva's cave, you can see here. And there is a beautiful feet, lotus feet. I'm not sure. In some places it's mentioned Hanuman. Some places they say Ram, Lakshman. I'm not sure. But this feet is, you can see if you go to Karnataka. And this is the spot where Lord Ram shoot the arrow to hit the monkey, the Vanara Vali. So this is in the bank of Tungabhadra River, another river. And this is more South India, Tamil Nadu, Tirupullanai. This is one of the 108 Divya Deshams. It is said there are many important pastime here as well. It's said that King Dashrath Maharaj prayed for progeny here to Adi Jagannath. There is a Jagannath deity. So Jagannath Perumal. So he worshipped. And then Lord Ram fasted here for 7 days thinking of Mother Sita. Because now Mother Sita is kidnapped, so they are all now alone. So they're thinking how to rescue her. And this is the Parvat, Gandha Madana Parvat, from where Hanumanji took a leap to Sri Lanka. This is the exact spot. It's and this is the tip, like Rameshwaram. From here to here, they have constructed. We all know this pastime, like headed by Nala. The architect is Nala, headed by Hanuman. The bridge was constructed by the Vanara team, and Jambavan is one of the important characters who motivated Hanuman. Jambavan could have done that, but still, he took a step back and he gave opportunity for Hanuman to construct the bridge. And this is the picture by NASA, which we can see the bridge still is there underneath the water. And we are now more in Sri Lanka. So this is Sita Kotua. This is the first prison where Mother Sita was kept captive by the demon Ravana. So some pictures. And this is Ashoka Vatika. This is the whole land. And this temple and this pictures were taken where Hanuman, you can see lotus foot of Hanumanji in Sri Lanka. And this is a place where Mother Sita gave the Chudamani, her jewel, to Hanuman, so that when Hanuman goes back, Lord Ram will believe that he met Mother Sita. It's called Mani Kattuter. And this again many past. And so this is a place where Mother Sita's texting was going on. Agni Pariksha was conducted because some citizens were saying she got polluted, or so Lord Ram had to conduct this Agni Pariksha. Anybody know this place in Rameshwaram? It's a very good place again. So the pastime is it's full of sea, and in between the sea we get fresh water in the well here. So it's very amazing, isn't it? So Lord Ram, when Mother Sita was really thirsty, when this is after rescuing Mother Sita, Lord Ram and Mother Sita came back to Rameshwaram. I'll finish in a couple of minutes. I think we are running late. So Mother Sita came back, and when they were worshipping Lord, it is said that Lord Ram was worshipping Lord Shiva here because Ravana was a devotee of Lord Shiva. So he was conducting some prayers. Mother Sita got really thirsty, and Lord Ram shoot an arrow here in the middle of the sea. And this is the exact spot where you get still fresh water, very sweet. Vilundi Tirtham. And this is the final slide, Dhanush Kodi. So this is one side you have Bay of Bengal, the other side is Indian Ocean. So Vibhishana requested Lord Ram to break the bridge, So Ram broke the bridge with one end Kodi of his Dhanush. And this is a map, but I can't zoom it now and show because I don't have that facility. But this is available in the internet. You can search. And this is a beautiful picture of deities in Bhaktivedanta Menar, London. So I just thought I'll finish there. So we will do like this a few series of talks because it's very interesting and purifying to know these things and meditate on. I have got more slides like this for each kandas, so we can maybe in future, if possible, we can try and do that. Thank you, everyone. Hare Krishna. Shri Ramchandra Bhagwan ki jai. Shri Shri Kodanitai Mayapur Sashi ki jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
So next on the program, we're doing Abhishek or bathing of the Lord Ram in the form of his Shalagram Shila form. And while the bathing is going on, Vidya's going to sing Ayodhya Vasi Ram, isn't it? Someone going to play harmonium for her? Maybe she's next door. So we won't be inviting everybody up to do the bathing on this because it says Shalagram and you have to be Suchi.
Ayodhya Vasi Ram, 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 Dasharath Nandan Ram.
Ayodhya Vasi Ram, Ram Ram, Dasratha Nandana Ram.
Patita Pavana Janaki Jivana Sita Mohana Ram.
Adita Pavana Janaki Jivana Sita Mohana Ram.
Ayodhya Vasi Ram, 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 Dasharath Nandan Ram. Ayodhya Vasi Ram, 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 Dasharath Nandan Ram.
Ayodhya Vasi Ram, Ram Ram,
Patita Pavana Janaki Jivana Sita Mohana Ram.
Pavana Janaki Jivana Sita Mohana.
Ayodhya Vasi Ram, Dasharath Nandan Ram. Ayodhyavasi Ram, Ram Ram, Dasharatha Nandan Ram. Patita Pavana Janaki Jeevana Sita Mohana Ram. Ayodhyavasi Ram, Ram Ram, Dasharatha Nandan Ram. Ram. Patita Pavana Janaki Jeevana Sita Mohana Ram. Ayodhyavasi Ram, Ram Ram, Dasharatha Nandan Ram. Patita Pavana Janaki Jeevana Sita Mohana Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Guru Nitai, Jaya Guru Nitai, Jaya Guru Nitai, Jaya Guru Nitai.
Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai.
Nitai Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gora Hari Bol. Shishi Nandana ki.
Thank you. Thanks, Vidya. That was a wonderful kirtan. I would like to call up Adoksuja Prabhuji for a talk on Lord Rama, the real hero. Thank you.
So I can move back a bit if everybody wants to move forward a bit. There's a bit more room.
Come a little forward, please. There's many people standing outside.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Ram Lakshman, what time till? Only 15. Okay. Shri Ramachandra Bhagavan ki. So that was a beautiful ceremony. Abhishek. Later on, we'll be getting the Charnamrita, the auspicious substances that have just made Shalagram. They'll be served later at the feast, so make sure you get some Charnamrita. So it's very blissful when you drink some Charnamrita. So who knows what yuga Lord Ramachandra appeared in? Treta Yuga. So in Treta Yuga, people were more pious. If you're aware, there's a degradation. Shiv Ramaj, one of our gurus, was saying recently that in Kali Yuga, this is like the bottom of the barrel. So everyone's gone back in Satya. Those that didn't make it in Satya, then Treta, they made it Treta Yuga. Then there was Dwapara Yuga. And if you didn't make it in that Yuga and you're still here in Kali Yuga, then that's the bottom of the barrel, unfortunately, Kali Yuga. So in Treta Yuga, Lord Ramachandra, people were more pious than they are now. So Lord Ram, he came to show what a real hero was. And when the Lord performs his activities, it's not that we all just sit there like an entertainment. You know, like when you go to the circus and you see people doing amazing things, you think, oh, that was good. That was interesting. But the idea is that when you go and you see these amazing feats being performed, that's what you're supposed to be doing as well. He's come to set the example, leave the instructions, and then we need to follow. So that means we also need to become a hero. Everyone needs to be a hero, and you need to, first of all, because to be a hero, you have to understand what is the challenge, who's the battle with, who we're trying to fight. So in this Kali Yuga, we're supposed to be the hero, and who's the Ravan? Yeah, the Ravan is in the heart. The Ravan is the lust, ravenous lust. So the hero in Kali Yuga is the one who can conquer lust in the heart. If you can do that, then you've achieved success. Shishikona Taimai Pashashiki Jai. Shri Ramachandra Bhagavan ki Jai. So it's described that there's 4 qualities that Lord Ram has. He's Mridubashi, which means soft-spoken. He doesn't speak unnecessarily loudly. So in Kali Yuga, the people that get in power are the ones that speak the loudest. If you've got a really loud voice and you bark a lot, then you'll end up being leader of the country. So unfortunately, that's what it is in Kali Yuga. If you're softly spoken, then people don't appreciate that. But that's actually a real saintly, heroic person. He's softly spoken. His actions will speak louder than his words. So Lord Ram was like that also. Madhura Bashi means he was sweetly spoken. He would speak very nicely. So when he began to speak, everybody would be enthralled. They'd all want to listen. And Purva Bashi, he was the first to speak and with courtesy. So whenever you're in a room and there's strangers there, then somebody has to make the first move. So Lord Ram would always be the first. Oh, welcome. How are you today? You look very like a very wonderful person. And in that way, he would engage in conversation. So he would always initiate the conversation, Purva Bashi. And the only time Lord Ram was ferocious was when he was in battle. So when there was a battle to be had, then he would, otherwise he was soft and gentle and courteous. You would never know actually how powerful Lord Ram was just by speaking to him. But as soon as there was a battle, Lord Ram was there in front of the army. Not like nowadays, when there's a war, the leader declares war, and then he says, okay, guys, I'll see you later. And he goes down a tunnel 3 miles into the ground. And then he says, throw the bombs. Yeah, do that. Blow them up. Yeah, they're bad. Yeah, you should do that, you know. So that's not what a real leader is like. The real leader, he's ferocious in battle. If he starts the war, then he's the one that leads the men. So success in our dharma is actually a failure. So you may be very successful, but you may have exploited so many people, cheated so many people to get to that position of success. So in fact, you failed. And actually, the real person who's successful is the one who follows dharma, who follows the proper rules and the regulations. Like for us in ISKCON, the Hare Krishna movement, there's 4 rules we follow. No illicit sex, no intoxication, no eating meat, and no gambling. So if you can follow those principles all your life and chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, then you've been successful. And if you fail to follow those principles, then you've failed, you've not succeeded. So how to avoid treating this as just like for social entertainment. We're going to see some nice dancers, we'll have some nice prashad, we'll sing some nice kirtan. The whole thing can just be a social entertainment. So then it would be Shrama Eva Hi Kevalam. It would be a waste of time, because the real point of everything that we're doing is to awaken our love of God and to understand how to get free from our false ego, that we're the hero, that we're the center of attention, to understand that it's Lord Ram who's the one. So the bridge that Ram constructed was 800 miles. I was just reading about that today, 800 miles. So it was quite an endeavor. It wasn't an easy task to be part of Lord Ramachandra's party. And in the same way for us, this lifetime is a difficult challenge for us. It's not easy. It doesn't come easy, success. So that pastime is there to show us that we have to be prepared to be in it for the long haul. So interesting point is, if we want to understand, it's an interesting word, understand, because we can think, well, I just heard Lord Ram's pastimes, and Lord Ram, he was this green person, he's an incarnation, and he picked up the bow and he married Sita, and I completely believe it, and therefore I'm okay and everything's fine. But you may be able to remember, and you may even to some degree accept, but how are you able to actually understand that there was an incarnation of God here on the earth millions of years ago that performed all these amazing pastimes? Confirmed. So how do we actually understand that God was here on the earth, that he took this form of an amazing person who was a king, very, very saintly, a Raja Rishi. He was very heroic and very powerful, and at the same time very gentle and very dharmic. So if we can understand, if we can actually come to the point of understanding that this is real, that this took place, that this person was here, and the pastimes are a reality. Like this is a pastime here of Bhakta Alan closing the windows. This really did take place. So you can understand also that Lord Ram was a person, he was here, Ravan was a person, it took place, he was eventually killed. But that's a question of developing the ability to become aware that it's a reality. And that's the challenge. Can we go beyond just being entertained and liking something to the point where we can actually appreciate that this is a reality? If we can do that, then we've succeeded in the human form of life. And to grasp the significance of what took place as well. And there's my wife was showing me before, there's a big ceremony going on right now in Ayodhya, and there's thousands and thousands of people there, and they're all taking darshan and they're seeing the Lord Ram. But what will they do after they've been to the temple? Will they just go back to leading a materialistic life again, or will they take that consciousness with them? Krishna says in the Gita, Makchitaha Savadergani, all the problems, Savadergani, will be overcome if you can become conscious of me, if you can become aware that I'm a reality, that I am a person. If you can become aware of that, then Savadergani, all the problems. If you don't become aware and you act out of false ego, ahankara, then you'll be lost. If you don't actually hear, then you'll be lost. And in Kali Yuga, the hearing process is by chanting the holy name. In this age of Kali Rupa, Kali Nama Rupa Krishna Avatar. Yeah. So in this age, the incarnation, the Lord Ramachandra in Kali Yuga is Harinam, is the holy name. And if you're chanting the holy name and it's cutting off the heads of Ravan, so the heads get cut off, I won't be lusty anymore. I won't perform sin anymore. From now on, I'm going to be okay. I've been to the temple. Everything's good. All the heads have been chopped off. But then the next day, all the heads are back there again. Oh, I still want to do these things. I still want to watch TV till 11 o'clock at night. I still want to have no morning program. I still don't want to read Shastra. I still don't want to chant the holy name. Oh dear, all the heads that I thought I'd chopped off, they've all come back into my heart. Ravan is still there. The only way Ravan was actually killed was when the arrow went directly into Ravan's heart. And all the time, Ram was trying to kill, then he took a special arrow that was given to him by Lord Brahma. And that arrow, when it went in, it dried up this nectar that was inside Ravan's heart. And then he was dead, then he was finished. So for us, when we're chanting the name has to penetrate into the heart. And the only way that can happen is if we chant the name with humility. Trinadapi Sunichena. Lord Chaitanya is saying, chant with humility, no false ego, then it will go deep into the heart. And then the next day when you get up, there'll be no heads there popping back up again. No Ravan anymore. We'll be clear, we'll be pure, and then we can make steady progress. So that chanting of the name has to go deep into the heart. So if we go away today wondering, did I actually observe Lord Ramachandra's appearance day properly? Did I really grasp the significance? It will be reflected in how well you're able to chant Hare Krishna. So the next day if you get up and you chant, your chanting is so clear, and the heads are all gone, and there's no more lust, and there's no more sinful activity, no more material desires. Then you can say, Shri Ramachandra Bhagavan Ki! Because then you've cracked it, then you've achieved success. Okay, so next part of the program.
His Grace Adoksija Prabhuji ki jai. Hari Bol, the next part of the program. Thank you. The next part of the program is dance by Vaidegi and Pranati. Is that right? Sorry, have anyone got there was a paper here that's missing. Have anyone got the schedule? Oh, it's there. Thank you. Okay, so actually, sorry, that's a dance by Chaturya. The song is Mere Gar Ramaye. Actually, we need to make a little space here. So if you don't mind, I know we are just asking you to move front and back, but please make a little space. Little, not too much, like maybe just one space, yeah. Sorry, some technical problem. Someone can do Hare Krishna until then. One of the kids. Anyone?
चौखट पे चल के आज चारों धाम आए हैं। बजाओ ढोल स्वागत में मेरे घर राम आए हैं। कथा शबरी की जैसे जुड़ गई मेरी कहानी से, न रोको आज धोने दो चरण आँखों के पानी से। बहुत खुश हैं मेरे आंसू के प्रभु के काम आए हैं। बजाओ ढोल स्वागत में मेरे घर राम आए हैं। तुमको पाके क्या पाया है, सृष्टि के कण कण से पूछो। तुमको खोने का दुख क्या है, कौशल्या के मन से पूछो। द्वार मेरे ये भागे आज इनके भाग जागे। बड़ी लंबी इंतजारी हुई रघुवर तुम्हारी, तब आई है सवारी। संदेश से आज खुशियों के हमारे नाम आए हैं। बजाओ ढोल स्वागत में मेरे घर राम आए हैं। दर्शन पाके है अवतारी, धन्य हुए हैं नैन पुजारी। जीवन मैया तुमने तारी, मंगल भवन मंगल हारी। निर्धन का तुम धन हो राघव, तुम ही रामायण हो राघव। सब दुख हरना अवध बिहारी, भवन मंगल हारी। मंगल भवन मंगल हारी, मंगल भवन मंगल हारी। चरण की धूल ले लूं मैं, मेरे भगवान आए हैं। बजाओ ढोल स्वागत में मेरे घर राम आए हैं। मेरी चौखट पे चल के आज चारों धाम आए हैं। बजाओ ढोल स्वागत में मेरे घर राम आए हैं।
Thanks, Chaturya. That was nice. Fantastic. Next part of the program is dance by Pranati and Vaidegi. The song is Atma Rama. Thank you.
आत्मा रामानन्द रमण, आत्मा रामानन्द रमण। अच्युत केशव हरि नारायण, अच्युत केशव हरि नारायण। आत्मा रामानन्द रमण, आत्मा रामानन्द रमण। भवभय हरण वन्दित चरण, भवभय हरण वन्दित चरण। रघुकुल भूषण राजीव लोचन, रघुकुल भूषण राजीव लोचन। लोचन आदिनारायण अनंत शयन आदिनारायण अनंत शयन सच्चिदानंद सत्यनारायण सच्चिदानंद सत्यनारायण आत्माराम आत्माराम आत्मारामानन्दरमण अच्युत केशव हरिनारायण अच्युत केशव हरिनारायण
That was beautiful. Thank you. Looks like lots of coordination. Very nice. Thank you, Haribol. The next part of the program is dance by Avani and Arohi. Song is Ram Siya Ram. Thank you. Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram Patit Pavan Sitaram 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 Bhaj pyare tu अयोध्या अयोध्या ए मेरे प्यारे राम बोलो जय जय श्री राम अयोध्या ए मेरे प्यारे राम बोलो जय जय श्री राम हमारी आंखों के तारे हैं प्रभु राम बोलो जय जय श्री राम युग राम राज का आ गया शुभ दिन ये आज का आ गया हुई जीत सनातन धर्म की घर घर भगवा लहरा गया जागा है अवध का भाग जी गूंजा है विजय का राग जी योगी सबको की अखियों से झलका है प्रेम अनुराग जी सज धज के ओ सज धज के लागे सबसे न्यारे राम बोलो जय जय श्री राम हमारी आंखों के तारे हैं प्रभु राम बोलो जय जय श्री राम sisters. It was a nice dance by the wonderful sisters. Thank you. Next part of the program is actually there is going to be a small brief talk on the child protection, which I think there's a team here who's going to speak. Baleshwar Prabhu? Yeah. And Gantaki Prabhuji, yeah, I'm going to speak now. This is more about for the children's safety. It will be a brief one. Before that, I would like to announce there is lots of snacks where I mean, like you can help the temple by buying them. This is prepared by Salina and team. So I believe it's in the dining hall. So if you wish to buy any snacks, I'm sorry, I mean, like, I think it's cheesecake, um, pizza. I'm not sure, but you can go and check it. And if you'd like, please, you could buy them. And Gaura Arati at 6:30. So before that, there is a talk by Baleshwar Prabhu and Gandaki Prabhu. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. So I hope you are enjoying as of now. So something serious now. But yeah, nothing serious actually. So it's basically kind of every temple and every organizations, they have the CPO, which is child protection. It's our duty to protect our own child, isn't it? So earlier we had one Mataji as a CPO of Karna Bhavan, but somehow she has moved to another temple now. So as per the regulation, we have now 6 CPOs. And so what that is mean? The mean is that we need to protect our own child. So it's like, what does it mean is we need to make sure where our child is, right? We need to make sure that they are at least under our eyes, and we should know where they are, with whom they are. It's a very, very important. Sometimes people, they have a misconception thinking that, okay, I'm in temple, so my child is protected, right? So don't think in that way. It's the child is our responsibility to protect. So couple of things: make sure you know where a child is. If somehow or other you are in the temple and children are playing in the creche, then you should see if someone is there to take care of those kids, and you should inform him, can you please take care of this, I'm coming back, kind of things. And also at the same time, when children comes to the temple, you should make sure to tell the child as well that anywhere you go out from this area, please inform us before moving anywhere. And also we have seen some childs being, standing on those areas which are not very good, like someone has climbed on the roof as well, right? So make sure that child or children, they don't do all of these things. And as much as possible, they should be under our eyes, so that we can track where they are. That's a very, very important thing to cover up. I mean, we had a lot of things to cover up, but as of now, it's our responsibility to protect our own children, because they protect our even the organization as well. Right? Anything else, Mata, you need to pick? Yeah.
So what is the main thing is, like, see, some small childrens may run around. Some cars are driving, coming in. When there is no attention, they might get hurt. So that's why we are just ensuring the safety of the children, very important. And also, sometimes the fire doors in the Gauranga hall is very heavy. There is a chance that they can smash. The hands get hit, or small accidents, which we should try to prevent. And if you are leaving, as Prabhuji mentioned, just make sure you can have your children in your sight. Just like I see many children here, which is nice. If they are there, you have to make sure some responsible adult, or you have to have some communication with other parents, and make sure they are always safe. And we have some standard documentation which is in Facebook page, as or soft copy. If you want like a printout also, we have some few copies outside in the conservatory. This is all, we are all working under the CPO UK standards. So ISKCON Scotland is working. And who are all the CPO officers? 3 of us are here in this room, and 3 others we can see in the notice board outside. So Gantaki Prabhuji and yeah. So
in India now, so basically all 6 are there too. So
in case if you
Prabhu is also there. If you see, like, you can recognize with the face as well, and then you can inform something if you see serious about anything.
Yeah.
And as a good point you mentioned earlier as well, the document is in Facebook as well. Document is available outside. Anyone wants to go through and have more information, please feel free to. If you want a copy, You can get a copy as well, with you. To read more
Yeah,
about
yeah. And if your children had gone through something, then you can contact one of us. Like it won't happen, but in reality, something say like a emotional abuse or verbal abuse or physical abuse, then you have to immediately contact one of our CPO officers. And because the time is short, we gave a brief overview. There is going to be some meetings where we will discuss these in detail. So we will make sure like we will invite parents, so who are all regular visitors and also visiting coming for festivals. It's important we should take care of our children, so prevention is better than cure. Thank you for your cooperation.
Yeah. Also, few more important things, as Mata you already said, that playing in the crèche. Also, sometimes happen the child is sleeping, and we tend to leave them in the car itself. So that's not very good. It's a security breach actually. So please make sure if child is sleeping, someone is there in the car with him or her, or they can come back or they can sleep in the crèche with you. Right? It's not that we leave thing. And we have also observed earlier, like some they come and here, they leave the child, and then they go away for a couple of hours and they come back. So if you are doing that, you should make sure that someone knows about it. Right? Someone is there who is responsible for those as well, right? So, and yeah, these are the few things we wanted to inform and which are very, very important for us. And also in the notice board, the CPOs are all there. Their phone numbers and names are mentioned. If you see anything, want to talk more, please kindly reach to them. Right? Any quick questions or comment from anyone? Any thoughts? Yes, please.
Just one more thing is that these are not just the rules for Karuna Bhavan, but these are the rules for the whole UK. So these are the same rules. We're not making up some rules here for our convenience, but these are the rules for the whole UK. And the main thing is the parents are responsible for their own kids. We can only give guidelines, we can only assist, help in whichever way you can. But main responsibility is for parents to look after their kids. We can only assist and help in whatever way we can. But I think you cover everything. Always. Just these are not just
Yeah.
Karuna Man rules.
Yeah. So I think in 3 minutes we will be having our Gaura Arati, and then all the kids they can dance as well.
Hare Krishna, thanks for the update. We're going to get into the Gaura Arati in the next couple of minutes. But before that, I would like to announce a couple of things. There are, if you would like to know more about ISKCON Scotland, or if you'd like to be in touch with us, then there is a channel, ISKCON Scotland WhatsApp channel. And there will be some printouts, I believe, like you can scan. And then if you have WhatsApp, it will automatically, you can follow. I think you can scan or you can speak to one of us where you will be in touch. The programs gets updated, and also you'll get some nice pictures from the temple. That was one thing. And the other thing I would like to request is, as you all know, doing services to Lord, and there are many ways. And you could come here to temple. There are many. We are here since 8 a.m. and there are many, services you can take. Things like you can help us in gardening, you can help us in tidying up several things, and you can help us in cleaning. And you could, if you are really good at fixing something, or like carpentry, or it depends. Like for every skill, we have something for you. Okay, so please let us know if you would like to join us for seva. And that's one thing. And the other thing you can support is financially. Today this wonderful feast is getting prepared, and some people are sponsored, which we thank for everyone who has sponsored. And we also have these programs. Without financial support, it will be difficult. So please speak to one of us if you would like to become a patron. And we can, you can start supporting the temple even from £5 onwards per month, or you could do a one-off payment. And if you have more money, you can give thousands. Okay. Haribol. And now it's going to be Gaura Arati. I would request everyone to stand up and it's actually another couple of minutes, but we'll just start the kirtan now anyway.